Good morning and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Tuesday, April 26th. And you can see quite a spread in temperatures in the upper 30s in Breckenridge as of about a half an hour ago, down to the low 60s across southeast lower Michigan. Cold front pushing through the area. That'll drop them down into the 50s. We'll stay mainly in the 40s to around 50 across the northern areas with lots of clouds, some drizzle, some fog this morning. That'll slowly improve over the day. Maybe some breaks in the sunshine from the northwest to the southeast as we go through late afternoon or evening. But I think we'll have a better day tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. Still, temperatures quite cool, but most of the precipitation will hold off until Wednesday night and Thursday. And even then, I think the heaviest precipitation will be across southern lower Michigan, mainly around a quarter an inch, maybe a half inch in some areas, with precipitation down to nothing once you get up around the Clare area off to the north end of the UP as well. If we look at the overall Great Lakes, you can see again that temperature pattern down into the 30s across much of northern lower Michigan, 40s across central Michigan, and 50s to the south. Again, those 50s will be going by the wayside down to around 50 in the southern areas. They had temperatures in the mid and upper 60s this morning, but again, their highs were reached around or just after midnight. And again, temperatures will fall with the winds coming back down around from the north and northeast, and it'll be backing to the north and northwest through the day. If we look at the next slide, you can see our normal high is 62, the normal low is 38. And back in 2009, you can see we picked up 3.4 inches for a pretty wet day here in Breckenridge. If we look at the overnight, the satellite, watch the storms really get cranking over Lake Michigan into southern lower Michigan, moving off into Ontario this morning and off to the east. That brought some significant amounts of lightning and hail and some severe weather, especially across southwest and south central lower Michigan. We picked up an awful lot of lightning, and you can see that on the next map. You can see just a significant amount of lightning that moved across the area from west to east as the evening and overnight hours progressed, picking up on average of 200 to 300 lightning strikes per minute across much of the area. And you can see that activity slowly moves in, and then actually moved right on through the area, but we only got about 15 seconds of that here this morning recorded for you. And if we look at the growing degree days as of midnight this morning, you can see, again, not a whole lot of growing degree days out there yet, just getting things started. And probably over the next 7 days, we're not going to accumulate very much, as temperatures will remain on the cool side due to a lot of systems moving across the country from northwest to southeast. That'll keep us on the cool side of most of these systems. And again, not a lot in the way of growing degree days yet. I think we'll see some improvement next week. If we look at the soil conditions in Breckenridge as of yesterday morning, you see we were getting quite dry at the soil 2-inch level at 129. If we put this into motion to this morning, watch this number here will decrease significantly. And there it is, down to 24 with that rain. The lower the number, the more saturated the soil. And you can see very wet conditions across the deeper levels at 8 and 16 inch. And if we look over to Marlette, again, much the same, very wet at the 16-inch level. Still waiting on a couple of moisture probes to be replanted out there. Hopefully they'll get that done today or tomorrow. And again, cool temperatures around the mid to upper 40s, so not very ideal growing temperatures in the soils just yet. And you can see on the weather map this morning that cold front, or stationary front, has now sagged south of the state, other than the far southeast lower Michigan, but that'll continue to sag south as waves of low pressure move along it. Again, our next significant weather maker is still way out in the Rockies, moving into the plains today, and by tomorrow that'll move out into the plains, and we'll begin to get a return flow near that low. That'll bring precipitation overriding. But again, as this low moves to the east, I think the heaviest rains will be mainly across the southern part of the state, quarter to maybe half inch. If we look at the weather forecast map for Wednesday, you can see that activity again mainly over southern lower Michigan, extending east into the mid-Atlantic states, as again most of the precipitation will spare Michigan, with lighter amounts to no precipitation once you get up across northern lower Michigan and the UP. Our next significant moisture looks like it's going to come over the weekend, later Sunday into Monday, when I think many areas could pick up a half inch to an inch of rain. You can see over the next 72 hours though, this next system again sparing much of the state with any heavy precipitation, again maybe a quarter to a half inch across southern areas, and much less as you head to the north. And if we look at the day 6 and day 7 outlooks for Sunday morning to Tuesday morning, you can see around 3/4 of an inch to as much as an inch or so across much of the area. So that'll be a pretty wet system as well, and that'll keep field operations in check here over the next few days. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great day, and 73s to all.